Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, back for some more Age of Wonders 3 this weekend. There will be two more episodes that I will be doing this week. I'm a day behind my usual schedule, but I'm still gonna. I'm recording on Sunday basically instead of Saturday like I usually do. So let's jump right into it. I've got some feedback to go through from you guys. The big thing in the comments that I keep seeing over and over from multiple people, which admittedly you guys were correct in saying that I should have built hunters and shamans a while ago, and I really should have. Particularly hunters. Shamans are a little pricey. I don't know if I could afforded very many of them. They would have been useful, especially against the node serpents because of their poison damage channel. But even the node serpents with the archery empire upgrade that I got, which I can't see it here. I think it'd be listed in my spell book. But my archers have Monster Slayer. It's favorite enemy, I believe. So yeah, which I believe applies to those node serpents, the thing Santa got back here and was causing all this trouble with. So basically, if I had gotten hunters and shamans a little earlier, it could have saved me a lot of trouble. And I still have a lot of people saying I should be building them right now. I am gonna say that I disagree. I get where you guys are coming from, but and I will absolutely eat my words if I'm wrong about this. But I am pretty sure at this point I have cleared everything around me that is spawning stuff. There may be something up here on the overworld. I know there was a monster den underground in this area, probably a cave entrance here that stuff was coming out of. But I've gone through great pains to clear all the haunted boneyards that were underground, some monster dens, bandit camps. I know there is a bandit camp down this cave entrance over here, but I've got guys on top of that. So I'm not really worried about independents attacking me. And with me going after Santa, I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he'll send anything after me with me pressuring him like this. He might though, but if he does, this army is over here that could kind of move in and help deal with it. This city is potentially a little bit vulnerable, and I'll have to watch this area down here. But the way that I'm planning to move my armies, I think I can fully cover any possibility of Santa coming after me, because this army is actually going to be going east over here pretty soon. And the reason that I'm going to do that, and the reason that I'm not researching hunters now, is because of the way these Sphinx temples work. So I kind of have a plan for this episode for everything that I want to do. First thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to research stone skin on this turn, because if I'm going to go into the temple and get a research boost, I want to use that research boost to unlock hunters because they're so cheap. And you can get multiple techs in a single turn by getting a bunch of cheap ones lined up that you can get all at once. So I want to save the cheapest spells that I have right now for use in conjunction with this. And I'm pretty sure I can get there in like 2 turns, maybe 3. It might be 3 turns, but it'll be pretty soon. The other thing is that this city could make hunters pretty soon with the Vault of Knowledge. Admittedly, production in this city is garbage, but I'm 1 turn away from a storehouse, and if I get the Builder's Hall, I can make a lot of progress towards the Focus Chamber pretty easily. Might hurry production on it, so I think I can get the hunters with the Vault of Knowledge upgrade out pretty quickly, even if I decide to wait for them. Now, if I was to do it as fast as possible, then yes, I could research Hunter on this turn, and then I could go straight into this city and start making them in 1 turn each, without the Vault of Knowledge bonuses. That's entirely possible, but I really want to save that hunter research for the Sphinx Temple, and that is my next priority. So I'm going to try to loop it in with that, and then we'll kind of see where I'm at in terms of production. But yeah, that was the big thing that I saw repeatedly. And like I said, to be fair, you guys were right. If I had more of that stuff on hand earlier, it would have been very helpful. But I feel like my borders are pretty secure right now. There is one other potential threat if the Dreadnought came down this way, but I really haven't seen anything from them outside of 1 horse scout. What I am going to do is take this tiger here and go scouting in this area to kind of keep an eye out on things. The tiger has barons running, so he'll be able to move pretty quickly through a lot of this land out here, and I can get a sense if the Dreadnought is coming my way. Also, just in case the Dreadnought does come my way, this city right here does have an elf longbowman and a unicorn rider behind a stone wall, so like no scout's gonna get through that, but like a small army probably could. Since the snake is almost back to rejoin my leader, I'm going to change some things with how this stack is organized. First things first, I'm going to get this knight out of here. He's going to go help reinforce these guys up here, just in case something does come that way. Because this is the city that I want to first start making hunters in, and it's probably one of my more vulnerable ones right now. So I'm going to send the knight up there to help with that, because this guy with the snake is still going to have a full stack of 6. And then I've got a lot of very detailed movement to go through here with how I'm going to move this stack, but we'll get to that in a minute. I should be able to make a lot of progress with them very quickly. But we'll get to that in just a second, because there are some other more specific comments that I want to go through from you guys. First off, just an interesting observation about animals. When they level up, they lose their summon tag if they were a summoned animal. So right now, if I go over to these spiders, which I just summoned not long ago, they have a tag that says summoned, which means you can see them in the overview panel for active spells. There's summoned wild animals. Some of those are I think those 3 there are probably the 2 spiders and the snake in this stack. That one I think is the tiger, if I remember correctly. But the weird thing is that when animals evolve, that summon tag goes away, which is why this guy is not showing up. Or even like the spiders, because you see he doesn't have any summon tag in there. Or the spiders is the same way. If when they level up they lose that summon tag. But the weird thing is that spider may be a bad example because I converted that one. But they do lose, like, see, that one was summoned, but it's costing mana upkeep. So they still cost mana upkeep, but they lose that summon tag. Now that's probably independent of the magical origin, which is kind of like a different thing, and that determines whether a unit can be like banished or whether it's can be healed by the Sorcerer's Men magical being spell. But as far as whether an animal is considered summoned or not, that goes away, which on the bright side, that means that these guys can't be banished. Even though they're taking mana upkeep, since they don't have the summon tag, I don't think you could banish them or use Arcane Binding on them, which is kind of an interesting little quirk, and I think kind of makes the Druid a little better, because like I would normally have to worry about Santa using Arcane Binding because he's a sorcerer, but he can't do that to any animals I have that are evolved, as far as I know, based on how the rules are written. So I just thought that was an interesting observation. From Impregnable, just to clarify, I need more than 400 happiness in a city to trigger the happiness event. So that would be helpful when planning ahead with like queuing structures in hopes of the quick structure build boost. The Sorcerer cannot... Sorry, that's from Tarsak. The other one from Impregnable is going to play a role in my future plans here. And it's also part of the reason why I'm actually not going to build Hunters just yet, is because I need the money for something else. I want to get another city, because as Impregnable pointed out, I didn't notice how close I was getting to these, but I am very close to both Hepatopia. Well, it doesn't look like I'm close to Hepatopia, but I'm getting there. And let's see, what's the other one? Monoculture, I think there it is. Have 3 cities of the same race. I currently have 7 of 8 elf cities needed to get the monoculture for the elves. And I just need to get one more city. So what I think I'm going to do, I don't have enough money to do it on this turn, but on the next turn I'm going to get production of a settler started in this city instead of mana. That settler will be done in... It's kind of annoying, but it takes 3 turns. And I just need like one more production, which is irritating. I wonder if maybe I can squeeze one more production out of this city. How happy is it? I'm going to dump a bunch of... Oh yeah, okay, so here's what I could do. That city is pretty close to being happy. I'm going to convert a whole bunch of this to fertile or to forest. Then I can get that settler in 2 turns after this is done. When it's done, that settler's going to go down to this spot right here, nestled in the mountains with a watchtower on each side of it that will fall within its borders. Plus, it'll be close enough to reach the Sphinx Temple, which none of my other cities will reach. It's just out of range of both of these 2 cities. But this city, a city here, will be able to get the Sphinx Temple, which works because I'm going to clear that Sphinx Temple soon. So then I can get a city here, which will keep an eye on Santa behind a wall of mountains and have that tower in its line of sight. So that'll stay under my ability, my vision range to see. And my armies over here can kind of defend it. I do need to get a builder down there to deal with that, so that's where this guy's going to go on the next turn. I can, I think, maybe get a little bit of a head start if I start sending him back now. So that road is going to have to wait till later because I need the fort for the other city. But yeah, so over here, I just want to get that happiness up to the max possible level. So let's open the spell book and just grow a bunch of forest around the city, kind of like wherever I can, I suppose. We'll grow some back here. I'd actually would like to get these, let's get these swamps out of here. I know there's a bunch in there. In fact, I can just go all the way pretty much back into the corner. This should be enough, but I'm gonna do a little more just to make sure, because I want to make sure I can get that settler in 2 turns. I will leave a slight path through in case units without forestry need to go through here right now, but I don't think they're going to need to go back up that way. I'll kind of go like that. And let's see, that leaves me down to 210 mana. I better stop there. I think that'll be enough to get the happiness boosted above, above the mark. I know there's a, you can actually math all that out. I may do a little bit more. I think I'm going to do a little bit more. Just to make sure, I'll do a few down here. Okay, that'll be good. That'll be good, I think. We'll just make sure that city gets enough, and then I can get that settler in 2 turns. So that's kind of the overarching plan here. Build the settler, get it down here, get the elf bonus, which is going to give me some free units that I can use to reinforce some of my cities without having to actually spend money to build anything, aside from the city and the fort that it goes on, which I probably would have eventually done anyway. And then that also puts me... Now, the other one for 7 towns to get Hepatopia, that one I'm going to get anyway. Just my cities just need time to grow. So I'm getting Fertile Domain on sub-cities to help with growth. I think the one furthest off is probably this one. It's an outpost, and it's going to take 11 turns to even reach a village. But that storehouse will help when it gets done. So I'll just kind of have to keep working on that. And plus, this doesn't have Fertile Domain yet, but it will on the next turn. So it'll catch up fairly quickly. Okay, so all that's out of the way. Let's talk about Tarsak. Druid Savage Raid spell gives animals wall crushing. Could be handy in a siege. That's just a good reminder. Sorcerer cannot get all Chaos Rift, Thunderstorm, and 50 CP by level 13. Casting points is CP. Will take at least level 14. If I've got basically the Sorcerer, in order to get Chaos Rift and Thunderstorm and all the stuff I like to get on the Sorcerer as soon as possible, because of the way I've spent their points, I can't get that before level 14. So the Sorcerer is going to need to wait till level 14, which would give me 4 spare points to spend on anything, and still get everything I want by level 14. I'm basically 1 point short, which means I could spend 4 points on other things right now. Unless I want to pick up Chain Lightning to help boost with faster leveling, as Anaruda Bandari have mentioned, because it hits multiple units and gets you a ton of XP. So I might go that route and just wait until level 15. It kind of just depends on what comes up and kind of like what I'm thinking is useful. Also from Tarsak, those last two were from Tarsak. From the last one from Tarsak is with regard to my Frostling hero up here. Basically saying that if I was to try to get a different hero, this guy would probably be the one to go. I'm not ready to release him yet because I kind of need him out here on defense. But if I may get rid of him at some point. You guys will have to let me know what you think about that. But instead of having, like, I want to keep this other warlord. That's the other orc one with the Star and Heart's a really good one. The Frostling guy really isn't anything special. And I think I could do better with a Theocrat or a Druid, like a second Druid. I would take either of them. So you guys will have to let me know what you think about that. I'm not going to release him yet because I kind of need him right now, but just in case, like, just let me know what you think. From Jimbro, reminder, get advanced logistics soon. Not quite as important now that I'm kind of delaying the roads, but I am going to be getting advanced seafaring possibly as part of the benefits from this, depending on how much research I get. So that may put me on the route to that anyway. And then finally, from Anaruda Mandare, just remember Santa can arcane bind summon siege engines, and he also has plenty of shock damage to throw at them. Basically meaning the Dreadnought probably is not the best person to throw at the Sorcerer, which is okay because the Dreadnought's not really going that way anyway, but it's a safe reminder. Also, Anaruda Bandari reminds me that any summoned flame tanks will blow up at the conclusion of battle. That is good to know, so I'm not standing any units next to them. All right, that's it for the comments. I know, sorry for the lengthy intro today. There was just a lot to talk about. Let's get into the action here. The first thing I want to start with is my leader's army here. So I have to do a lot of very fancy movement with them. These 3 spiders, the goal is to get across the water again ASAP. These 3 spiders can get in the water here, but they can't get in the water here, which means because they already do have forestry, I can't send them down here to help with this battle and then back up and then into the water. But fortunately, I don't really need them because this structure battle here is not going to be a very hard one. So what I'm actually going to do with these spiders is going to send them here and most likely move them into the water by the end of the turn. The Storm Sister, on the other hand, as you can see, she can make it into the water there, which means she is eligible to move here and still make it into the water there. So I'm going to leave her there for the minute, and then my leader is going to do some flying around on his own. I'm going to send him into this cave entrance here and just pop down there to have a look. You can see plenty of use. Wow, Santa's got stuff underground. Santa's got 2 cities under... Well, he did take over the Goblins' old capital, so yeah, he's powerful. Let's go back up. Good to know he's got more cities underground, which I wasn't aware of. Then I'm going to take my leader and get as much exploring done as I can. So I got 3, so I can move 7 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I wouldn't make it. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Nope, that won't work either. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. That would work. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 more. Okay, so I can do this, and then I can go like this and hit the haste berries. This gives me as much vision as possible. Holy crap, Santa does have an eldritch horror down there. Okay, and there's Santa, actually. That's interesting. I could 1v1 him with my leader and probably win, but that could leave me pretty vulnerable. This might change things. Because if I 1v1 Santa, but then he attacks me with that army, I don't think I could get... Yeah, that's not a safe move. That would be... I could pick up Lucky, but that would only apply to the Santa battle. I don't think that's safe for me to send my leader off by himself to go challenge all that. My leader's tough, don't get me wrong. He's very tough. And actually, he is immune to shock damage, but he's not immune to the melee strike. Well, Well, hang on. Let's look at his resistances, because I know he's immune to shock. He's got a 80% frost protection, 40% blight, 60% spirit. He's kind of resistant to everything they've got. Would he actually be okay if I went for this? Second question, could a Storm Sister by herself take this? I think she actually could, but then she wouldn't be able to make it into the water. Oh man, that's a risky play, but I don't think I want to do that, in part because I don't know what else he's got down here in the Fog of War. He could have more units, and I don't think it's worth it to throw my hero away. At least we know where his leader is. Besides, going after his leader right now isn't huge because I don't know where his capital is, although I suspect it might actually be... No, I can actually see that. That's not his capital. So I don't know where his capital is, so I can't really capitalize on that by killing him off. I'm going to back off and stick with the original plan. Santa may come back after this city, but all my plans for what I want to do out here, I still want to do those. So I'll move back to the haste berries. We'll play it safe. Then move here. Have my leader launch this battle, which is a very likely victory. This one should be a cakewalk. Not even gonna react yet. Move over here. They're just gonna let this happen. Alright. Fine with me. Wonder if which is better, actually. 3 arrows or... Yeah, the lightning bolt is more damage. And then I just regrow. I don't suppose Inflict Stun works on them. No, it does not. So I may as well just use Nourishing Meal for extra XP and let the Storm Sisters have the kill. Alright. I will probably take that reward. That's extra 2 defense. The gold is really tempting right now. But I know I don't have helmets for everyone yet, and I kind of could use the extra defense. I send that the Warlord's way. Yeah, I'll send that off her way. Although this guy actually could kind of use it. He's got +1 defense from his item already, though. Yeah, I'll send that to the Warlord. Let's see. Can I fly down there and get that dwarf? I think I can. I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out. Should have enough room for this. Should be safe to do an auto combat there. Then he can get back up and close enough to be with the stack on the water. That Zephyr Bird could potentially... Nope, they can't quite reach that city, which is perfect for me. All right. So now I can get all these guys in the water. And then on the next turn, they can be on land moving this direction to clear some more stuff. Maybe get some more loot, maybe a free unit out of the farm, and work my way towards getting monoculture when I get that other city down there. Speaking of which, how's that guy doing? Okay. I think it's going to still take him a little while to get down there, so. Alright, upgrade my leader. See what I can get. I'm going to say more hit points because of regrowth. If I want to prioritize anything, I'll probably give him a bunch of extra hit points. I think my leader's going to eventually be a really strong melee fighter, to be honest. Right now he's very good with range, but I could invest heavily into melee on a druid because regrowth really makes them pretty good at that. Alright, because this guy's in here by himself, I may as well move him back with this army. And then they can all move into that city together. And I think that's it for this turn. Alright. So, hopefully that city gets all the forests it needs by the next turn. And I think everything else, I don't think there's anything else I need to... Oh yeah, I wanted to change this. I thought I was forgetting something. Because I have exactly 200 research right now per turn, I'm going to go ahead and go for Poison Domain, because that's 400. Gives me a couple turns to get it, and by then I'll clear this, and then I can have my pick of other spells, and get a whole bunch at once. And was there anything else I was missing? Like a city's build order that I needed to change, or something? I don't think so. I don't need that in there right now. I think that money could be better spent on other things. It's 150. If I canceled it, I still can't make... I'd still be a turn behind on that. Oh, wait, no, maybe not, actually. Because I would get a certain amount of production towards it on this turn, but when the happiness goes up, I'm going to have probably at least 126. I'll have more than that. So I actually am 2 turns away from this settler. Because, that's a higher priority. I can get that out a turn earlier. If I cancel the Siege Workshop, do merchandise instead, just for a turn, then go in here and do the settler. When the happiness increases, the settler will actually come out in 2 turns, even though it says 3. That'll work. That'll get it down there a little bit faster. So it's really a race between the builder and the settler right now. I may not have time to upgrade it to a stone wall, but I can at least get the wood one down. Alright, I think that's good enough for now. The earlier I can get that city up, the better. To be honest, I just want the monoculture boost. I don't really care that much about the wall. I'll get it down there if I can, but if it doesn't work out, I'll build the walls later. Mogwai the Hungry has sent me a message, which is funny considering I think he should be talking to Santa, because Santa's the one kicking his butt right now. Although I guess I didn't really help earlier. I kind of picked on him quite a bit. I am going to get... Okay, Santa's moving. I want to... Oh, wait. No, they're out of vision range. So basically, I just know his leader's in that area. Okay, he's got that army moving up. He's probably going to try to take that Goblin City back. That's okay. I'll come back for it. I just want to get this cleared and get that big boost in research. This city can... It's not very important to me right now. I was mostly just hitting it to harass him and give him something else to go after. I want the knight back on land, right here. And the snake and this army can all go over here. Sticking with the plan. And on the next turn, I can reach this. On this turn, I'm going to... Well, actually, I don't want to move everyone up in there because they can move straight to the east, I believe. That's just fertile plains, yeah. Okay, so I'll send my leader up. We'll do this battle. I'm going to do it manually and try to grab one of those monkeys, the friend animal. Okay. I'll go for that one on the top, because the other one's probably going to die. I'll just web him. Web failed. Web failed. Now he's going to end up hitting a spider and getting himself in trouble. Well, I guess I could just go for him now. And befriend animal failed. That is a very resistant monkey. Alright, well, may as well get the inflict stun. All the spiders have used their abilities. So I could use... they just melee hit him? I think they did. Befriend animal on that guy. Destroy monkey with this guy. Can wait a turn on him. Snake can take him out. Ooh, the snake level. That's nice. And then I can just heal the dread spider for one. And then I can nourishing meal with my leader and get more XP. Just do it on myself. And then zap this guy to death. Takes care of that. I might get an animal out of this. Sure, I'll take that. And I got 62 gold as well. I'm sending him back to also join units in that city over there. Once again, we'll attack with my leader. This will get me some mana. Oh, it's doing this again. All right, well, that's fine. The leader's got plenty of spare movement, so I'm going to close. I want to try to get the snake that's in here. So let's move my leader to the side. That way we don't take the happiness penalty or morale, whatever, like the moral penalty for attacking guys who are trying to run away. Alright, so I want to try to just web that snake straight up. Come on. I'm not doing so good with the webs. Let's have that snake get up there and cause trouble. You there. Can you stun him? That would work. There we go. Yeah, I'll just shoot him a couple times. Oh, they froze my snake and my storm sister. Absolutely unacceptable. Alright, let's see if we can get... You know what? I'll just go in melee with my hero. These guys are pretty fragile to physical hits, so they go down pretty easy. Fortunately, I can't stop him from beating up on my Storm Sister for a little bit, but that's alright. Man, the webs are just not doing it for me today. Alright, a little bit of damage to the Storm Sister, but nothing I can't handle. Let's go here. Try to web the snake again. There we go. I will use the spider to finish him off. Go heal the Storm Sister. And then the usual. Awaken Spirit. Nourishing Meal. Which I probably should have given to the Wounded Storm Sister in retrospect, but that's okay. And then I don't think them being webbed actually helps, but wow. 65%. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. But I got him. Okay. Something rolled my way at least. It's a good thing none of those webs were like crucial to the success of the battle, or I'd be a very sad Bob. Alright, well, picked up another snake, so that's good stuff. Move back in this direction, and then they can all hit that together on the next turn, precisely when this finishes. It all is working out pretty perfectly in terms of mana count. I'm only going 10 over for this, so that's good. Outpost of Wethris produced storehouse. So I want the Builder's Hall next here, and I'm tempted to hurry production on it, but I don't want to lose out on that happiness right now. We're gonna let it be for the moment. I know what I want to do with that city. For now, Fertile Domain needs to go here. And I want to get Temperate Empire back up. I'm going to start working on that. Get that going on the next turn. And I want... Oh wait, before that, I want... What's the other one for, like, happiness? Domain of Life. It's 40 to work with and another 60 on the next turn. I want Domain of Life in this city to just boost the happiness as much as I can, because I may be hurrying production in there to get those hunters in the Vault of Knowledge a little faster. Okay, Mogwai's threatening me, but he's got nothing to threaten me with. Let's move these guys in here, so there's at least some small defenders in that city, could deal with bandits or anything like that. And I want to move the tiger out this way. Is that a Heart of the Blight that I see? There is a Heart of the Blight out there. I've actually been able to see that for a while, right on the edge of the borders, but never noticed it. I didn't see it. I don't remember seeing anyone mention in the comments that that was out there, so maybe we all missed that one, but yeah, there's definitely a Heart of the Blight out there. Not that it really matters, since I have Temperate Empire. I'm going to spread temperate terrain everywhere anyway, but it's good to know, and it's extra casting points if I can get around to it later. We're going to do merchandise here for now. If everything went according to plan, yes, that settler will be done in one turn. And that settler might just about beat this builder down south. We'll see. This city can do... Probably should stick with merch. Actually, I'm going to have a little more gold than I anticipated, because I forgot that down here there's that treasure there, and I think I'm going to take an extra turn to grab that with the snake. Slows everyone down here, but for 115 gold, I'd say that's worth it. We'll back them up just a tad. I don't want them getting jumped by something without the snake there to help out. Sorry if I keep fidgeting a lot. My shoulder's still bothering me a bunch, and it's just uncomfortable kind of almost constantly, so I'm moving it a lot. I want these animals with that stack in case something else tries to come up out of there. And that's pretty much it for this turn. We'll kind of see what Santa does. I suspect he'll take his city back over here, but that's okay. That city's kind of cannon fodder at the moment. I can do whatever with it, so I'll just get it later. Goblin tech isn't hugely important to me in this game, so it'd be nice to have, but it's not really necessary by any means. Okay, this is gonna all time out pretty well, I think, and I should be able to get the tech for hunters on this next turn, and then if I feel the need to build them now, I can go ahead and make some, and if not, then I can wait. But maybe because of, you know, all you guys' suggestions, I might make a few of them anyway. We'll see what Santa does on the next turn, because that could have an effect on what I end up doing. Says he's moving. Is he gonna go for that city? No, he's going underground. He's sending a lot of people underground. But I didn't see Santa himself go underground. He would have been leading the stack, so he is summoning crap. It's probably more Eldritch Horrors. And Hunters would be pretty good against them. Gotta admit, that is... They would be very good against the Eldritch Horrors. And the Node Serpents. Alright, you know what? Let's see here. Santa sent me a message. Let's get this out of the way. Oh, I think I have a couple new items over here. Yeah, I got that hatchet, and I need to equip that on her too. Dreadnought, I think, got a new mount. Okay, High Elf Settler's done. Going to go back to making mana in this city for a little bit. Just so I have extra on hand. See, now I'm up to 517 gold, which is honestly a lot more than I was expecting to have at that point. So with that in mind, maybe we can make some hunters now. You guys have been asking for it, so I probably should have done it a while ago. I just didn't. I legit didn't think I would have this much gold sitting around on this in 2 turns. So yeah, let's go in here and clear this first, and we'll see just how many. I don't think I want to select. Yeah, I don't want to select anything before doing this. So let's go in and we'll do the math afterwards and see how much I can get out of this. Should be a pretty easy but decent fight. Get a lot of XP out of this. Alright, so since they're not advancing on me, I'm going to take advantage of Chain Lightning, or not Chain Lightning, call Thunderstorm or Lightning Bolt or whatever on my leader. Let's get everyone out from behind this giant wall. Might spin the camera a little bit here. This is going to be a weird angle, but it's easier to see, so... Oh, I should have done this on the first turn. Why didn't I do that? Alright, now everyone's on fire, so I better get this party started. Yeah, let's hit those guys. Alright, that should send them running right at me. I want to avoid the laser beam of death, which I think with units set up like... well, I can't go there. I think with a setup like this, I don't think he could hit multiple of any... No, he could. They always find a way. The Sphinx is a really tough one to, like, avoid letting it hit multiple units. It seems to always find a way. I think from there, it couldn't. Yeah, I think I'm good there. Okay. Yeah, you had to settle for one, so that's fine. 'Cause, 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 we can mess them up pretty good. So I'm just going to send everyone in, go nuts with the webs, which fortunately are actually working this time, it seems. Working very well this time. All right, cool. All the good stuff's happening now. I'll take it. Pretty much everyone is stunned. Let's see if can I get a stunned on this one too? Well, okay, that also counts. I'm just gonna send my leader straight back and engage this thing. That's the only unit that can move or do anything right now. Alrighty. No. I guess I can get a little more XP for the Storm Sister. That didn't work, so kind of want to get rid of this guy. Okay, he's stunned. I'm gonna move my leader here. And maybe bestow iron or nourishing meal myself. Actually, probably should have done that to something else because he's got regrowth. He's gonna get his health back anyway. Snake can finish him. Oh, I thought the other unit was still alive. That's alright. Alright, 429 research, which I am 100% going to take. It is worth a lot of money, but I want the research right now. And that ring is kind of a cool ring. I don't know who I would want to give that to. Someone who's hanging out with Tigrans. I guess maybe my sorcerer? Probably the sorcerer. I think that's the only one who has Tigrans in their army. And I think it's only one. I think it's like one Tigran mystic. Alright, well, that'll go to her. And now I get to choose what to do with all my research. So you want to focus on these little spells. Hunter is 60. Regenerate Walls is 180. No, Stone Skin is 120, so that's 180 between the two of those. Regenerate Walls would bring that up to 360. Let's get Hunter first, because we'll see what comes after. Summon Eldritch is 120. So that'd be 300. Just 240 plus 60 is 300. And that leaves me with... So if I take 240 now, that leaves me with an extra 120. I think I'll get Summon Eldritch Animal. Because that also unlocks research per produce Shaman. Now I have 120 to work with 240 to spend. I think the right call would probably be Twisting Roots here, because that gets the biggest bang for my buck. And I don't have quite enough research to get Stone Skin, to get Twisting Roots in one turn yet. But I could get Stone Skin in one turn, and Regenerate Walls. So if I want to go for the All-Knowing, I would want Twisting, or Advanced Seafaring. Maybe, actually, probably Advanced Seafaring, because that gets me closer to Advanced Logistics. Alright, that leaves me with only 29 extra. Then we can see if that gives me a boost towards anything. Actually, it does. I could get either Twisting Roots or Sunburst one turn faster because of it. So... probably Twisting Roots. Well, I don't know. Sunburst could be handy. Because it's just like a hit army from the air. It's like a laser strike kind of thing. So... yeah, that could be handy with Santa. With me knowing that Santa's running around out there somewhere, I could see that being useful. I know I want Domain of Life here, so let's go ahead and get that up. And then I probably want Temperate Empire now, or Domain of Life on this city, one of the two. He's going to grow in 5 turns, storehouse in 3. This city's going to grow on the next turn. Having Temperate Empire ready to go on the next turn would be handy, but I think I'm at least... No, I could get it on the next turn. All right, I'm going to try to get Temperate Empire back up. We got the mana to support it now. Weathers have been defected by Domain of Life. Okay, I believe the Great Temple is done in my capital, so that's pretty cool. The capital can also generate mana, but I think I'm going to... I think I might invest in the lab. Because that'll help keep me getting a lot of spells in one turn and not fall behind that threshold. The other thing I should probably go ahead and invest in is... Well, actually... No, I've got that. That's done. Because I've already got the druid structure. Okay. Alright. You guys win. I've got mana, or I've got way more money than I thought I'd have right now. So, we'll get some hunters. I'll take your advice on that. No need to wait any longer if I've got the cash for it. So then this guy can go down, start heading down this way. Probably should have sent that tiger out. That tiger is going to make a detour just to check this area and make sure Santa doesn't have something sneaking through here that snipes that settler. And speaking of tigers, there's the other one. There's the Heart of the Blight. Let's explore as much of this as I can. 15. Well, we can move 4 more spaces. No sign of anything yet. Wonder if that watchtower is free for the taking. If somebody took that earlier or not. I don't remember. All I saw was like 1 or 2 Dreadnought units out there, so not 100% sure. Alright, well, with this all kind of going pretty well, that city's happiness has jumped substantially. I have enough mana. Oh, let's plant some more trees. I'll go to open spellbook and grow more forests pretty much wherever I can. This will make it harder for the enemy, especially the Dreadnought, to come in and get after me. Yeah, we'll just give that city as much forest as it can take. I probably should do the same to a few other cities that may be, yeah, not entirely too happy. The forest won't slow down the settler that's on the way because it's an elf settler. So I could afford to plant some more. Although mana, I want to keep just a little bit of a surplus, so probably won't grow any more forest than is necessary. I'm not going to boost the happiness level of that city up with more forest. That really needs Domain of Life. So I'll just do this for now. I think this is pretty good. I do want to get the knight in there for a little extra backup for those guys, just in case the Dreadnought does come this way. I saw a domain invasion at Zorku, and I thought it said Zuko on my avatar. So back to this city then. You know what? Probably worth another shrine. Let's do that. Just a cheap 75 gold gets me another 10 mana per turn, and with me getting a lot of my spells back online, that's going to be handy. Also, I think I'm going to go ahead, I will go ahead and get the lab in this city, so that in a couple turns I do pass that research threshold. Although I think I'm going to pass it anyway, but that's fine. I kind of need the lab anyway. I'm sure it'll come in handy. And then I'll hang on to the rest of my mana there. The other nice thing is that my capital can also help generate mana and get a pretty good amount thanks to the nodes around it. Obviously, the best mana city is Orleanice here, but I've still got some good ones, so. Alrighty, so we do have hunters on the way after all, which is nice. A little peace of mind. No shamans just yet. Not quite ready to get the tech for those, but the hunters themselves will help. As far as Elric Huin goes, 63. It does not have enough production. Hunters need 85 to produce in 1 turn. So probably gonna instead do... Wait, what is the Pillar of the Stylites? That's pikeman units? Oh yeah, that's more like spirit damage on pikeman units. I don't think I'm gonna do much with elf union guards, so probably won't worry too much about that. If I got the money, I mean, I should probably spend it, so maybe some public baths out here. Just anything to boost happiness. Although, that's not really that necessary, though, because it might be better to just go with the Great Temple. It does cost more mana up front, but I think in the long run that's going to be better, considering how much of a magic-heavy class I am. So I'll just stick with that original plan. Can this guy make it to that... No, he can't. Of course he can't. That's the rule with haste berries. You're always just out of range. Alright. Well, I'll have him just keep booking it as fast as he can. I can hopefully at least get a wall up before the settler gets here. Alright, they are going to stay there for now because I just want to keep things from coming out of the caves. This army can go as far pretty much as the snake can go, probably. Let's get down to here and then decide where I need to... Which way is probably the more likely path of getting down here? I know there's a bridge here, but I don't know how it connects to anything else. I'm thinking this path. There's at least more stuff to clear along the way on this path, gold structures, so it's probably the way I'll try to go. Kind of hard to tell, because that lava river... If this lava river is the same as this lava river, then I would want to be on this left side of it, because that's where the bridge comes from. But if it's actually not connected and there's a different way around, that would change things. I'm going to guess left. I think that's probably right. They can sit there. And let's see, with that cleared, I want to start moving this army back to potentially fight Santa. With this snake already being right here, I may as well have him hang around. He can get some experience helping fight in that structure battle right there. So we'll just leave him there. These guys are good where they are. That army's pretty isolated, but okay where they are. I might send one of my first hunters up that way, actually, just to get an archer behind those walls. Okay. Orduin has grown into a city. Very well. And we got the lab queued up. Alright, good stuff. Lab will be in 2 turns, which works pretty good with 72 production. Everything is fairly on schedule here. I'm just happy that I got all that extra gold there. That really helped me out a lot. I hadn't considered the gold that I would get from clearing some structures, and I'm going to get more after clearing that trade post right there, so... That's pretty good. Oh, no. Santa got monoculture just a few turns before I was going to. Dang it. I was close. I'm still going to put that city in the same spot. But dang, he's going to have extra units now. Wish I'd been paying closer attention to the Empire quests. It's a good call by Impregnable. He was right, I could have had it, but it just wasn't quite quick enough. Alright, well, we got, let's see, the city has grown. They're pretty dang happy, but the extra blight made them sad, so I need to get Temperate Empire up. Yeah, let's get that going. I really feel like I need to go hit Santa pretty hard. I got a feeling he doesn't seem like he has much on the overworld, so I think my main leader's army is actually going to go challenge him in this area. I've got a very, very strong army. It is a little dangerous running down there alone, I think, but I don't know. It would take a lot to kill all this. There's a lot of really good units in there. Plus, this snake is probably close to evolving to elite. Yeah. champion. No, elite. Yeah, it'd be gold. So elite. Giving him charge, 16 more hit points. Yeah. Alright, so here's the deal. How far do the spiders go? So they can make it... So really everyone can get into this battle, which is good. Having advanced seafaring probably helps some. Let's get everybody involved here. My hero leading the charge. Okay, that's not going to work, so I could do this. There we go. You know, in retrospect, did Santa start underground? Like, he could have. I don't remember where I put him. I set everyone specifically in this game. I feel like I set Santa to be overworld, though. Because I was imagining him using all his ice magic to make a bunch of snow. And when I saw the snow in the south, and his units coming from that direction, it made sense. But he does definitely have stuff underground. Except for Santa himself. I did not see him go down that tunnel, so... Maybe I can catch him isolated. That would be nice. Let's keep that Black Knight well away from the little snake. Go ahead and give him Awakened. Now if I can manage it, I want to pile as much... Whoa, wow, I didn't know he had a path through there to get the Storm Sister. Well, at least she stunned him. He's dead now. And if I can get this guy out of the way... Oh, he had another Black Knight. I didn't see the second one. Okay. Let's try to web him. No luck there. Could try to zap him. Still no luck. Want this guy out of the way. He has got... No, he's a razor bow. I thought he was something else. I can't quite kill that unit on this turn. And he's got 2 movement points left, so he's probably going to get himself killed. From there, that's a charge on the snake. Won't kill it, so I'm safe to spit at him from here, I guess. I was really hoping he wouldn't die. Alright, well, go here and spit at him. My leader needs to patch some people up. Can you just web him? That would be really nice if you guys could just succeed at a web. Please. Oh my gosh. Alright, well he might end up getting himself killed. I wanted the snake to go out there and kill him too after my leader healed stuff a little more. Oh, he's not moving. Why isn't he moving? Oh, it's because he can't do anything? Well, he could melee strike. Oh, he's panicked. He was panicked, but I think I took away all his movement, so he couldn't physically run anywhere. But I still don't know if I can... Maybe I can get a stun on him with the Storm Sister. If I can do it through obstacles, he might not die. I'll basically have 1 chance at it, it looks like. Lucky Zap. No Lucky Zap. Well, maybe the snake can get the kill from here. It's probably not likely, but it's 2 to 3. It's a 50-50. All right, let's get Nourishing Meal on somebody. Maybe we'll give it to you. That's all the buffs my leader can do. Let's just see if the snake can rack up another kill. Well, he didn't get the kill, but he got enough XP to level up, so I'll take that. That guy will most likely run away and die. Oh wait, his panic wore off. That is not a shield worth keeping. I'm selling that for money. Alright, then I can get all these guys into the water. May as well just have the snake tag along. He'll evolve eventually. This is a good chance to get some experience. And that kind of clears the path for my settler. Some of the hunters that I make will probably come down with it to kind of defend, because I don't know if Santa's got more floaty stuff in that area. Still irritated he got Hepatopia just a few turns before me, but it happens. Race governance level up. This does not matter very much. I mean, I'm never going to make untouchables, so I guess the outpost one, the faster growth, maybe that could come in handy at some point. That warlord has 17 defense now. Alright, my first hunter is done. Let's have them go join settler there. I want to have the tiger just kind of run through and have a quick look in this area. I don't see anything suspicious, so he can go join that little group. Got a Praise the Leader Festival, another more free money. All right, cool. Always happy to see that. Oh yeah, the sorcerer got this cool bracelet. I'm not gonna need that high morale item, but she can walk on lava now and has 100% fire protection, so that's pretty neat. I'm sticking with the plan here, but it's not looking great. Kind of blocked off. Is it worth embarking to get on the water to go around, or... Because it really looks like I can't go that other way. It looks like that's all blocked off by dirt unless there's a path through there. I think it very vaguely looks like there may be a path through there. I don't know, I think I'm going to commit to this direction and just embark and take the water. I'll find a path down there eventually. Besides, I kind of want to clear that on this turn. Been a little while since this army's done any fighting, so I kind of think they could use the XP. Let's see, how am I doing on mana? 149? I can afford to spam a little on Star Blades for extra XP. We'll give Star Blades to the Raptor there. It's not too pricey. I do want to pile as much XP onto that sorcerer as I can. I will go ahead and give Star Blades to the snake as well. And then I'm just going to go have the snake run up here and introduce itself to everybody. A few hits with them. Move this guy's up to charge from the flank. In fact, I think everyone can kind of move up here. Alright, good stuff. Let's, that snake's gonna be all out of action points, so he's gonna need some help. And I didn't think about this, but that guy's gonna be immune to most of the damage channels that anyone else can do. So I think I'm just gonna need to absorb his action points for the moment. How much fire resistance do these guys have? 100? Compared to these guys who have 60? Well, he's gonna have plenty of physical damage mixed in there too, so... Trying to think of ways to get rid of this guy's action points so I can get at those crossbows in the back. I think what I'm going to do is back off her, because that snake took a little more damage than I was expecting. I'm going to go ahead and use Harmonizing Energy to get the snake up. And then I can use Pounce to get behind and harass those crossbows. And change into a Werepanther. I can actually go right here. Puts me in a pretty good spot. So it's pretty much just this guy. And, kind of don't really want to take a whole ton of damage from him. I'm gonna have to split it up. Magical Being won't work on anyone. Still one's Magical Origin. Kind of burned through all of my Sorcerer's action points here. I'm gonna have the Sorcerer run over here. We'll try to web that. Nope. Okay. Well, then the Panther can finish this off, so the Snake can go deal with the Dwarf Firstborn guy. At least the Draconians will heal quickly. Ooh, another Frost Wyvern egg. I'll take that. Not bad. Jack's Gift. 10 hit points. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good haul there. Who could use extra HP? Actually, my leader. He's got regrowth. Any extra HP I give him has a bigger effect because of regrowth. Let's turn him into an absolute tank. And then I guess it's off to the water. I mean, we got advanced seafaring now, so shouldn't be a problem. I'm really glad I went in there. That was some good loot. Okay, there's Hornet Swarm. It's kind of like Chain Lightning, but for druids. Is that what I want next? I think I want to stick to stuff I can get in one turn for the time being, so... like... stuff I can get in one turn, but that costs as much as possible. Twisting Roots is the next obvious choice, I think. I'll keep the others around in case I get another mana boost. Probably queue up some more of these guys. Alright. Builder's Hall will be done in 2 turns there, and also Temperate Empire will hopefully help that spread. I need to keep casting spells. I think next up is probably another Domain of Earth. Or... not... is it Domain of Earth? No. Domain of Life. Yeah, that's next, because I want that on this city up here so it can grow faster. Alright, looks good. One more thing. Okay, that grew into a village. This one is now officially my city. Since I'm sending units back that way, I might have released that as a vassal, but since I'm sending units back that way, I don't know, I'll just build merchandise in there for the moment and decide what to do with it later. Actually, for a city that small, merchandise isn't going to do me much good. I'll do housing for at least this turn. Ah, there's something. A Civic Guard. Sneaking around. Alright, well, that Civic Guard's not going to threaten that group, so I think they're okay for now. Have another turn of them waiting there. just to guard this back way and jump into this city if it needs help. So I don't want to lose Orleans again, or however you pronounce that. Okay, and then I guess the initial hunter I sent with them, but I guess the next one I really should get more stuff up there, so try to remember to do that in the next episode. But that's going to be it for this one, I think, guys. We're a little over an hour here, so I'm going to wrap this one up. I will be recording one more, and then probably need to go stretch out my shoulder and do some exercises, so we'll get one more in this week. We'll just do. I'm probably going to be doing 2 for a week for a while, I think. But seem to be making pretty good progress, at least getting through several turns every time. So we haven't quite hit the stage of the game where I have just too much stuff to manage. Hopefully, I can knock Santa down a bit more in the next couple episodes. I really hope he's still around here somewhere, because if he is, he might be alone. And my leader has the ability to find him. And as a matter of fact, we can find out right now. So let's not wrap this one up quite yet. Let's get that haste berries. Well, no, we'll wait until the next turn, because I may want to use that haste berries for something else. It kind of depends. No. Dang, I was really hoping that the spiders could reach it, and then everyone could get all their movement back. We'll see. We'll do that in the next episode. But thank you for watching, everybody. I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're enjoying the new content now that I'm finally back. And I will see you all again very soon. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Sarah Feingold, and Tarsak. Thanks so much, everybody.